It's not magical when you could not be consistent, but it will be magical if you're willing to put the consistency into work. Hey, my friend, it is astonishing that we tend to overestimate what we can achieve in one day. We were so impatient, but we also underestimate how much we can achieve in 1 year. Recently, when I reflect what I've done in the last 20 years through my career, my life, and I realized something, that those things I did so well, there's one thing that's the reason why I did well. The key word here is consistency. On the other side, the things I did not achieve or I failed, it's because I stopped. If you look at all the podcasts, all the things that people are doing, you might have seen them. Wow, they're so successful. They got millions of subscribers. They got so well on the views. What's going on there? They're smarter than us. They just are lucky. And that's what's happening. No, it's because of their consistency. Russell Brunson, it took him so many years. He recorded something on the podcast. It was really bad, according to him. The first 30 to 40 episodes, it was really bad. He just recorded in the car. However, once he hit that 45 or 46 mark, immediately he got more viewers and more audience, and suddenly it took off. Things just happen like that. It's not magical when you could not be consistent, but it will be magical if you're willing to put the consistency into work. And Tony Robbins, he got rejected so many times, and he learned NLP. And when he learned this program, he started to use the program to teach others, but people reject him because he didn't have a certificate. However, he still used it to teach people and help a lot of people. And as you know, he's now very well known. It does not matter about the certificate that you achieve. It does matter when you are consistent. And it's fascinating that we all want one night success, and we all have heard those stories of one night success. But the key here is, without the consistency behind, it won't have this one night success. Let's be honest, if one night success can exist, why can't those people who just sit there and wait for the one night success to happen? It's because one night success only belongs to those who are consistent. They're consistently working towards their goals, no matter whether people are there listening or not, no matter whether they are saying good words about you or not, and no matter how many times you need to try until you get there. One of the amazing stories I've heard from Think and Grow Rich book is there's a boy who was born without ears, and his father could not accept that reality, and he said, "I don't think my boy is deaf. I believe he can hear one day." The story goes that the boy started to have a little bit sound response even without ears, and his father was so thrilled. He said if he could have a response slightly, that means he has chance to have response more. He did not give up. And one day this boy made his whole effort to sell newspapers, and he got his first 45 cents. Back then, 45 cents is probably around $45. He started with 6 cents. He turned the 6 cents to buy newspapers, and then he can sell. And finally, he turned to get 45 cents. And that night, when his parents came home, they saw this little boy haggling the 45 cents tightly in his hands and fall into sleep. His mom fell into tears. She was thinking, this deaf boy, my son, could finally find something that he could achieve to prove that he is able. But the father thought differently. He laughed. He said, I knew it. I knew my son is able. And what happened next is, after so many years, they started to try again and again, and the father decided to stimulate his son to listen. So he talks stories, bedtime stories, to his son. And he stimulated his brain so much that he really wanted to hear more, understand more. Until one day, miracle happens. His son could hear exactly as normal as others without ears. Isn't that crazy, my friend? But none of this would happen without consistency. None of this would happen if Michael Jordan did not repeat practicing the basic skills. None of the successful people will be successful without trying again, again, again. None of this will happen without the consistency. So consistency is a magic word, but it's not easy. However, it is simple. If you can do the simple things multiple times, just like playing piano or learn any new things. You didn't know how to walk when you were a baby. You didn't know how to write. You didn't know how to type. You didn't know how to do what you do today. It's all about the practice. Practice makes perfect. So no matter what you're doing right now, if you're not there yet, ask yourself, am I consistent enough? Or am I expecting that I'm going to achieve everything in one day, one night? Remember, don't overestimate one day, but don't underestimate 1 year. You can achieve thousands times of more and greater success if you can put consistency into work.